when an object is moving in the circular track as shown below, calculate the distance covered and displacement as the object reaches point B from point A in 2 minutes. Time is also given. Time is also given, but for the time being, we are nothing to do with it. Okay, अभी हमें time नहीं चाहिए होगा, हमें distance and displacement calculate करनी है. So distance is actually along which path did the object move. So it is along this circular arc. It is exactly like the same question we did that day. Okay, so this is total circumference 2 pi r. This is 1/4 portion of the circumference. So 1/4 of 2 pi r, that is pi r by 2. So let us put in the values. Pi means 22 by 7 over 2 and radius is 35 meter. Radius is 35 meters. So 7 5s are and 2 11s are, 11 into 5 55 meter. That is the distance covered. I hope this is clear to everyone. Distance covered is 55 meter. All right, distance covered is 55 meter. All right. Yes, Anshia. Okay, so the answer is 165 meter. Okay. Now what is the displacement? We will see the starting point and final point and we will just draw a straight line. We'll draw a straight line. So this will give us the displacement of the particle. Okay, this will be the displacement of the particle. So you can again see this is the hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. If this is 35 meter, this is also 35 meter. It is the radius. So the displacement is AB. And again we will be solving it by applying Pythagoras theorem. That is under root AO square plus BO square 35 square plus 35 square. Okay, so that is 2 into 35 square. 35 square can be taken out. 35 square we can take out of square root and it will become 35 root 2. Okay, further we can solve. Root 2 is 1.414. Value of root 2 is 1.414. So your answer is 49.4 meter. So your answer is 49.4 meter. That is the displacement. Okay, the value of root 2 is 1.414. So when it multiplies with 35, our answer comes out to be 49.4 meter. Is that clear, students? All right, this numerical was very simple. So you could have done it very easily. Second question was define non-uniform speed and average speed. Yes, who will define? Raise hand. What do you mean by non-uniform speed? Yes, Navedita. Better turn on your video, only then you speak.
In equal intervals of time.
Better turn on your video first. Yes. Yes,
If a
speak
body
now.
covers unequal distances, if a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time or equal distances in unequal intervals of time, however small may be the intervals, is called non-uniform speed. Example, motion of bike in city or busy roads.
This example you have written yourself? Yes. Have you written example yourself? Okay, now without
Yes.
reading, again repeat the statement.
If a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time or equal distances in unequal intervals of time, however small may be the intervals, is called non-uniform. A motion of bike may in city or busy roads.
Okay. Who will tell me average speed? How will you define average speed? Yes. What is average speed? It is the ratio of total distance to the total time taken. This is the definition. Next question, write differences between distance and displacement. It was of 2 marks, so at least 4 differences you could have written. Okay, you could have written 4 differences at least that we have done already in the class. One difference was of definition. Another, distance is a scalar, displacement is a vector. Third, distance is always positive and displacement can be positive, negative or zero. We have done an example where displacement was 0. And fourth difference will be distance can be greater than displacement, but displacement can never be smaller than distance. Yes, Gaurav.
And please tell the example of average speed.
Example of average speed. We can't give the example. You must remember we had done one numerical problem. For example, when you come from home to school or go back from school to home, you want to calculate average of your whole journey. तो average तो किसी भी journey की हम निकाल सकते हैं. Example नहीं पूछा जाएगा आपसे. ठीक है?
मैम वो मैम आपने मैम टेस्ट में मैम क्वेश्चन मैम डाला था ना इसलिए.
हाँ तो आप इसी का दे सकते हो. आप एक कार का दे सकते हो, किसी का भी दे सकते हो. ठीक है?
ओके मैम.
We want to calculate the average speed when we go from home to school and then come back. तो उसके लिए हम एवरेज स्पीड अपनी निकालना चाहते हैं. सो दिस वे वी कैन कैलकुलेट. एक कार की एवरेज फॉर एग्जांपल हम यूजुअली कैलकुलेट करते हैं. ठीक है? So you can give this example. Otherwise, this example was for non-uniform speed only, right? So, okay, so we have discussed the test. Now let us move further. We were doing the types of velocity. We had done first 2 types, uniform and non-uniform velocity, right? Now third type we are to do average velocity. So let us cover average velocity now. You know, velocity is defined as the rate of change of displacement. So velocity is displacement over time. So what will be average velocity? It will be total displacement over total time. Like if you remember, average speed was total distance over total time. Same way, average velocity will be total displacement upon total time. So write down the definition of average velocity. It is the ratio of total displacement to the total time. It is the ratio of total displacement of an object to the total time. ठीक है? This is a basic formula of average velocity, but there is one more formula. If initial and final velocities are given, suppose u is initial velocity of the object, we always denote it by symbol u. Suppose u is starting velocity, initial velocity of the object, you always remember that we will be using symbol u for this. It is the velocity with which the object is starting its motion. It may be 0 also if the object starts from rest. If the object starts from rest, then u can be 0 also. ठीक है? And v is final velocity of the object. It is the velocity with which the object is moving after some force is applied on it. After something happens, it starts moving with a different velocity. That is called final velocity. And remember, we'll always be using a symbol v for this. So if we are given in a numerical initial and final velocities, then average velocity will be given by the formula u plus v by 2. We'll take their average. Then the formula of average velocity will be u plus v divided by 2. It will be average of these two velocities. So I told you 2 expressions today, total displacement over total time and u plus v by 2. So this way we can calculate average velocity. So you should be now clear about what is the difference between average speed and average velocity. Okay, let us do one numerical problem where both types will be cleared. Average speed में हमें total distance लेना है, ठीक है? Average velocity में हमें total displacement consider करनी है. Total time will be same in both the situations. So I'm going to share a numerical problem with you. Yes, write down this statement. Yes, beta, you can write this statement down. Straight line distance between a hotel and a railway station is 10 kilometer, but a dishonest cabman takes a stranger along a circular route covering 23 kilometer in 28 minutes. Find the average speed and average velocity. Are they equal? So understand what is the question. A stranger arrives at a different city. He is at the railway station. He wants to go to a hotel. So he asks a cabman, and that cabman, to make more money, he takes him round a circular track. Otherwise, he could have taken him along a straight road. Okay, that was that would have covered less distance of 10 kilometer only. But he is actually taking him along a circular path covering 23 kilometers. So for both the cases, the time taken will be 28 minutes. We are to find average speed and average velocity. So to time we will be taking 28 minutes in both the cases. We'll be converting minutes into hours. Okay, so that our average speed and average velocity both are in kilometer per hour. But we are to find which one is distance out of it, total distance, and which one is displacement out of it. 10 kilometer and 23 kilometers. So see, have a look at the problem.
Whereas average velocity is total displacement upon total time. Let us consider a numerical problem. Straight line distance between a hotel and a railway station is 10 kilometers, but a dishonest cabman takes a stranger along a circular route covering 23 kilometers in 28 minutes. Find the average speed and average velocity. Are they equal? Let us understand this statement through this animation.
So this is station, and this cabman, he took him along a circular path and reached the hotel. But on the right hand side, you can see a straight road. Okay. So who will tell me how much is distance in this case and how much is displacement in this case? Yes. Yes, Gurupal.
Ma'am, distance is 23 kilometer and displacement is 10 kilometer.
Yes. Why? Why?
Ma'am, because the path covered is 23 kilometer and the shortest distance to the destination is 10 kilometer.
Yes, very good. Because actually he is covering a circular path. So actual distance traveled is 23 kilometer in length. So that must be the total distance. And straight line distance, initial and final positions, that is 10 kilometer. So that must be the displacement covered. So in both the cases, we'll be taking टाइम 28 मिनट्स, वो हम चेंज नहीं करेंगे. हम वो नहीं सोचेंगे कि 10 किलोमीटर के लिए उसको टाइम डिफरेंट लगेगा. वो टोटल टाइम, हियर इट इज रिटन टोटल टाइम, तो टाइम हमने टोटल ही लेना है. 28 मिनट्स इन बोथ द केसेस, दैट विल बी कन्वर्टिंग इनटू आवर्स बाय डिवाइडिंग विद 60. डिस्टेंस और डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज ऑलरेडी इन किलोमीटर, सो किलोमीटर पर आवर, that will be the unit of average speed and average velocity in this numerical, right? So see the solution.
We can see a cabman taking a stranger in a taxi from railway station to a hotel along a circular path to earn more money. Whereas hotel is only 10 kilometers away if straight line path is followed. Let us
See
solve
the
the
solution
problem.
then.
First, we have to decide what is the distance covered and what is the displacement covered. Length of actual path, that is, the circular path is 23 kilometers, so the distance is 23 kilometers. But the shortest distance between initial point, that is station, and final point, that is hotel, is 10 kilometers, which is the displacement. By dividing distance and displacement with total time, 28 minutes converted into hours, will give us average speed and average velocity respectively. Thank you.
And they are different. It was also asked, are average speed and average velocity equal? No, they are not equal. You can see average speed after solving, we get 48.9 km per hour, and average velocity is 21.3 kilometer per hour. See how we have calculated time, 28 minutes, we divide by 60. Now this time is in hours. Okay, so see the solution, please note it down. And if you face any problem, you can ask. Clear, students? Is this question clear to you? Have you noted down? Yes, students. So I hope now both the types of averages are clear to you. What is the difference between average speed and average velocity? Now you can do that. Fine. So I am closing it. If you have noted down. Okay. So this was the third type, that was average velocity. Yes, Gurupal. Now the fourth type is instantaneous velocity. Nothing, it is also by the name it is clear, it is the velocity of an object at a particular instant of time. Okay? What is instantaneous velocity? Write down the definition. It is the velocity of an object at a particular instant of time. So it is same as instantaneous speed, but direction will be associated. Just that is the difference. Otherwise, it is the same. So we have done all the four types of velocity and speed. Okay. I repeat, instantaneous velocity is the velocity of an object at a particular instant of time. At a particular instant of time. Is that clear, students? So now we'll be starting with next topic. We have done distance, displacement, speed, velocity. Next is acceleration. So let us do what is acceleration now, right? Acceleration, take care of spellings. Acceleration. It is one step further, right? It is rate of change of velocity of an object. Velocity was rate of change of displacement. One step further we go. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of an object. So rate means when velocity is changing with the time. Again, time consideration is very, very important here. ठीक है, हमें ये देखना है कि कितने टाइम में कितनी velocity change हो रही है. Then we will measure the acceleration, right? So time is very, very important when we talk about acceleration. Write the statement. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of an object. Acceleration is defined as the rate of change of velocity of an object. So the formula becomes change in velocity, or rate का मतलब divided by time. So acceleration formula will be change in velocity over time. Over नहीं लिखना आपने कभी भी, ठीक है? When you are writing the answer ना, you will not use this language over. आपने ऐसे लिखना है rate of change of velocity of an object. या फिर आप लिखोगे it is the ratio of change in velocity to the time taken. Over नहीं लिखोगे कभी भी आप. वो तो हम formula में बोलते हैं कि change in velocity over time. ठीक है? So in terms of symbols, how we write acceleration is denoted by small a. Change in velocity means final velocity minus initial velocity. Change means change हो रहा है, हमें इनको minus करना पड़ेगा. Final velocity minus initial velocity. And I just told you we use V symbol for final velocity and U symbol for initial velocity always. So this becomes the formula of acceleration. A is V minus U over T. So always remember this formula of acceleration. It is V minus U divided by T. This is your formula of acceleration. Okay, we have already done the unit. It is unit of velocity over unit of time. Who will tell me the unit of acceleration? We have already done. Unit of velocity divided by the unit of time. Yes?
Meter per second square.
Yes, meter per second square. Okay, meter per second square, that is the unit of acceleration. So note it down. Unit of acceleration, standard unit of acceleration is meter per second square. And it will be a vector quantity because it depends upon velocity, which is a vector quantity. It's a vector quantity because it depends upon velocity, which is a vector quantity. Okay. All right, students. It's a vector quantity because velocity is also a vector quantity. Okay. Now let us do the types of acceleration. There are two types of acceleration. There are two types of acceleration depending upon change in velocity. There are other types of acceleration also, but depending upon the change in velocity, there are two types of acceleration. Let us discuss that. Positive acceleration and negative acceleration. Positive and negative acceleration. Positive acceleration is simply called acceleration. So whenever we are using the word acceleration, we mean positive acceleration. जब हम simply acceleration word use करते हैं, इसका मतलब हम positive acceleration की ही बात कर रहे हैं. And negative acceleration is also called retardation. Negative acceleration is also called retardation. It is also called deceleration. It is also called deceleration. Negative acceleration. So retardation is negative of acceleration. Because it is negative acceleration, so we can write retardation is negative of acceleration. All right, students. So these are basically two types of acceleration.